it's time to enjoy part 2 of the June garden tour. So there's still some peas in here. This is butterfly weed that I grew from seed last year. I was kind of disappointed in it, but this year it's actually even more prolific. We have a ton of volunteer dill in here. Once the cucumbers start cranking, I'll come and harvest some of that and make some dill pickles. Or try anyway. Pickles, I haven't had a lot of luck with them. I'm still working diligently to try and learn how to better preserve things. From here down to here are bell pepper plants that I had to source because none of mine came up. Now, round 3 actually seems like it's starting to grow. So I may have a bunch of fall peppers. I had 3 notapenia plants and only one of them has made it. So I'm hoping that my next round of notapenios takes off because they're really good. They look just like jalapenos, but they don't have that bite, that spice. So what I do is I take all the different kinds of peppers that I grow, dehydrate down just a hodgepodge mix. I think it was Jess on Roots and Refuge does this, and I thought, let me try it last year. Well, let me tell you, I'm almost out of my mix that I did like this, and it's so good. Take some fresh eggs, fry it up, put some of this pepper blend on it. So anyway, you take a hodgepodge of peppers, just dehydrate down, whatever you have, grind it down, and you have like this blend of peppers. That's just the hodgepodge, and every batch is different, but it's so good. We still have some strawberries on our everbearing. They are kind of fizzling out. I did come through here and dig some plants and took them already down to the house in Kentucky so that they could get acclimated to the environment, because we really do like the everbearing. We had strawberries last year clear into November, which is insane. So in here, I had planted last year onions and potatoes in this space, and I guess I didn't dig them all. So there's some free potatoes in here. I had an onion, not sure what happened to it. Also comfrey and comfrey for animal food. Lots of clover, which I probably should come through and pull out and feed, but I just haven't gotten to it. It's on my list. That never gets done. This area usually is so pretty, and I usually mulch it real nice, but it just didn't get done this year. There's sage. And then we have some more parsley for the bunnies. Hi, Mama. This sweet mama is due to have kits any day now, and we're excited about that. All right, we're around front now into the main pollinator space. Just so you understand, 2 years ago, this was a blank slate, basically. The soil wasn't great. There was a lot of big rocks, and there was a tree in the middle, and now it is so lovely. It's still messy. I have a little bit of weeding to do, but those impatiens have reseeded out here. I've got zinnias coming up. That is a red hot poker that I'm hoping to salvage. We've got Stelladora daylilies. The iris were beautiful, but they're done now. There's some of my successful elderberry propagation that I did, which I'm super excited about. Some salvia and some daisies. That's a hibiscus that I grew from seed last year that survived. There's all kinds of lilies. The Stelladora daylilies are so lovely. On the other side is our raspberry patch, which also houses some tomatoes. I have pumpkins planted out here. There's grapes. The raspberries, the spring production is kind of petering out, but they are super sweet and delicious. And still there's a few garden snacks out here. Cool. Let's see. We've got both of our nests on either side of this little fence they have babies in them, as far as I know, or they did. We have a blue indigo that was in this one, and oh, it's so pretty. If you've never seen a blue indigo, Google it. They're so pretty. These are lilies. I put on our Facebook page that these were lilies that got neglected after Easter one year at church, and Nick brought them home thinking I could do something with them, and I kind of forgot. until the next spring when they started sprouting in the pot. And I was like, whoa, wait. There's one of my specialty lilies. This is going to be a bear to move, but I'm moving it. This is all chicks and hens in this strawberry pot, and they're so cool. They're just so cool to watch. Let's see if I can get in here. On the back side of the fence, I have a bunch of fennel. There's also a lot of butterfly weed out here, which is purposeful. There's Joe Pye weed, buttonbush. There's mums. These mums were clearance down to like 50 cents or $1 a pot one year, and this is, I think, the 3rd year for them, and I love them. There's some hyssop in here. There's roses. It's a butterfly bush that we dug out of somebody's yard. She was trying to get rid of some of them because she had an overabundance, and we said, sure, we'll take them. There's some milk thistle in there. There's stuff planted in here that's coming back from last year that I don't even remember. Stuff that I grew from seed. I know there's, this I think is dianthus, I think. Obviously some coneflower, and if you look, there's a little bee on there now. Coneflower. They're all in different stages. Oh, there's a cute little bee. Hi, little bee. There's volunteer sunflower. More daylilies. There's peonies. It just, oh, the clematis, I moved that out from out back last year, and it survived, which I'm excited about. So down the rest of the house, let's see. Oh, these are super pretty. These are orange coneflower. There's orange, purple, and yellow, which almost looks white. There's little Johnny jump ups, massive amounts of volunteer impatiens and celosia that I started from seed last year that just decided to come back. There's a rudbeckia that was another like clearance like $1 pot at Walmart last year that I salvaged. These guys, I wish I had saved the name of them because they are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. There's some salvia back there. I have lilacs here. It's so fun this time of year to see all the stuff that's coming up. It's already been productive as far as flowers. The mini iris were beautiful this year. This is kind of my main gardening space. It's expanding a little at a time, and it's unfinished, which kind of makes me sad that I'm never going to get to finish it. But here we have radish that's going to seed. There's potatoes in seed bags that are ready to harvest. There's a big patch of oregano back here. There's sweet potatoes the whole length of the arch. There's garlic that I'm getting ready to harvest. That is all. There's volunteer cherry tomatoes from 2 pots. I had 2 1-gallon pots. I hate to pull them because it's literally free food. I hate to pull them. Would you pull them? I don't want to pull them, but they get huge. Like they literally, they need a massive trellis. So here are 4 that I moved about maybe a month ago that are doing fantastic. I do have to come out and do some pruning. This pot last year was tomatoes. This year I did acorn squash in there. There's borage. Down the rest of the trellises, that's more of the cherry tomatoes that I moved, but I only moved them about a week ago. So they're still recovering from the shock of being transplanted. We've got over here, we have more free potatoes. There's free potatoes. More garlic. I have beans planted on the outside of the trellis, and I have some more down there. There's comfrey. These pots out here don't really have a lot in them yet. I haven't quite figured out what I'm putting in there. More garlic. There's dill that I planted from seed, and I direct seeded that. I'm so tickled that it took off. Dill, cilantro, volunteer sunflower in the middle of the garden. These are all Cubanelle peppers here. A volunteer tomato, I have no idea what kind. There's more sweet potatoes. These are 3 pink oxheart tomatoes that I'm trying. I grew them from seed. I believe these were Burpee Longkeeper down here. Let me see, I have tags on the other side. Milkweed. Let's see. Yes, these are Burpee Longkeeper. They need to be trellised. I'll have to come out later today maybe and do that. I had really good luck with them last year. They were really nice. They're small, but they're a really nice tomato. I'm thinking potatoes because I have more sweet potatoes snuck in here. Here I have, these are all gray zucchini, and it looks like I have one ready to harvest. Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. I can't wait. That's gonna be for dinner tonight. Probably have a few. Oh, there's more. Gosh, these guys came on quick. These are the first ones I've gotten to harvest. I'm so excited. This is my first year actually successfully growing them. But I literally was out here like 2 days ago and they were not ready. Over here we have some Roma tomatoes. A lot of weeds. A lot of weeds. Holy cow. Literally in like 2 days these guys have gone crazy. They have gotten a lot of water between me watering them. I might have to get my pruners for them. Yeah, that one's gonna need to be a pruner. Here's another one. All right. Oh, these are gonna get cooked for dinner tonight. I can't wait. Whew. Over here is yellow squash, and that's the row that I didn't finish. And I have another row that I started and didn't finish. There's nothing planted down here on those trellises. All right, I'm gonna have to try to film while holding these zucchinis. This should be fun. I'm so excited. Look at these. That's awesome. A little bit more comfrey out here. Down here, I put some coneflower on the outside of the fence. These are some little melons down here. Some sunflowers on the outside of the fence. These are all down here is Amish paste tomatoes. These are jalapenos and Romas. This is a whole bed of spearmint. We do have some asparagus, which I planted last year, and I'm so sad we won't get to harvest any before we leave. Down there is potatoes that are ready to harvest, and let's see, they're actually cantaloupe. Funny story, I'm not sure what kind they are because I lost my tag and I saved seed from the best cantaloupe we had last year. So I'm not exactly sure, but it's either Hale's Best or I forget what the other one was. I don't remember, but it was so sweet. Over there are some, I think they were Moon and Stars watermelons that I'm getting started. That is a whole bed of San Marzano tomatoes with some comfrey in the middle and some chives down here in the end and some calendula. I do like to put the calendula out here. It helps with bugs. There's some volunteer tomatoes. I don't know what kind. Comfrey and borage. There is parsley here that's going to seed. A big comfrey plant. San Marzano tomatoes. There's some cute little basil in there. More San Marzanos. More comfrey. There's going to be cucumbers growing up this ladder. I'm on my second attempt to start cucumbers out here, and for some reason they're just not taking off. Last year I couldn't transplant cucumbers. I had to start them from seed. This year they just don't want to grow for me, and I guess that's okay. The only thing I'm not going to get in this garden tour is the front berry patches and the trees, because Mama's arms are tired from carrying these zucchini. There's a few other things started, but it just gives you kind of an idea of what we're growing and how we're creatively using the space out here. Because we don't have a ton of space, but we can grow an awful lot of food in the small space that we do have. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.